Today on Running to Him.
What are the tasks a Christian should be doing while waiting for Christ's return? Today's reading is Luke chapter 21, verse 25 through chapter 22, verse 23, and we will be concentrating on verses 21, 25 through 28. Luke chapter 21, verses 25 through 28 says, "There will be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and on the earth dismay among the nations, in perplexity at the roaring of the sea and the waves, men fainting from fear and the expectation of the things which are coming upon the world. For the powers of heaven will be shaken, and then you will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and glory. But when these things begin to take place, straighten up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing nigh." In the 1618 sermon entitled God's Bounty, the English pastor Thomas Adams is quoted as saying about a person, "Oh, this oppressor must needs go to heaven. What shall hinder him? But it will be, as the byword says, in a wheelbarrow. The fiends and not the angels will take a hold on him." Eventually the wheelbarrow turned into a handbasket, and today we have the saying that someone is going to hell, or something is going to hell, in a handbasket. This situation is what Christ referred to in the above passage. The world will be getting worse until Christ returns. Matthew's chapters 24 and 25 in the book of Revelation echo these words of Christ. Now, just how bad will it be until Christ returns? The answer is worse than it is now. If Christ hasn't returned, it will get worse. So those of us who are alive on the earth have much to look forward to if Christ should tarry. This brings up a great point. How should we live before Christ returns? And the answer to Scriptures is clear. I expectantly look for Christ with an eye on serving Him on earth while waiting. What might that look like? I'd like to give two examples. These churches are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but I'm sure that there are many more examples. Cornerstone Baptist Church is located in an economically depressed part of Dallas. This area is a food insecure area, meaning that there are no traditional grocery stores within a reasonable area for the residences to shop for fresh fruits and vegetables. Many go to local convenience-type stores and purchase prepared or processed food, which is much more expensive and less healthy than fresh food. The church is opening a market and locations for small businesses to set up shops to service the neighborhood with fresh food at reasonable prices. They also have a food pantry and other resources for those who cannot afford much of anything. Lake Point Church is a church with its main campus in Rockwall, a Dallas suburb. Early in the pandemic, they established a way to give food, clothing, and money to the church to distribute to the needy. Lake Point has distributed hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of food, clothing, and other services over the last 18 months. One of their missions is to provide for those in need without question. If someone has a need, Lake Point will fulfill it or send that person to someone who can. So our mission as Christians is to be servants. We are to be willing to give as we are led while looking for possibilities to serve. We cannot rest on our laurels while waiting for Christ's return. We are to be proactive in our walk, not couch potatoes.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.